Social emotional learning, SEL, is the process through which children and adults understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions.
We have so many other neat programmings and things that really make Asbury special, including our focus on social emotional learning, and that balanced and coupled with our academics is something that really proud of.
A few years ago, several teachers went to Yale and were trained in the ruler curriculum, and I was one of those teachers. And we started using that about 4 years ago. And then we were trained in another program called Capturing Kids' Hearts. And what we've been able to do since then is kind of pick our favorite parts of all of those programs and putting them together rather than just sticking to one thing.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. We've had the opportunity to loop with our kids, so we followed them from second grade, and SEL is a really important part of Asbury. So we kind of started this practice last year. We have a focus each day of the week, and it's been fun to watch kids grow in their skill levels, really thinking about how they're feeling, how they can be better supported in the classroom, communicating their needs with us and others. So one of my favorite SEL days are Wednesdays. It's our mindfulness day. So we do a mindful minute, and during that we'll listen to calming podcasts, we practice yoga, we do meditations, and then kids get to build up their toolbox with which strategies work best for them. So when they're feeling anxious or when they're feeling sad or frustrated, they can go to their toolbox and use what works best for them. So that's been pretty fun to see, and it's been really fun and exciting seeing kids advocate for themselves and then practicing these skills of self-regulation.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the things too, which is nice about SEL, is that it starts in kindergarten. We use a lot of the same language throughout the building, so you can walk into any classroom and have the same kind of conversations with the kid using the same vocabulary, the same language, which is kind of nice.
I think the most important thing that we use is the mood meter, which looks like a graph with 4 quadrants, and kids can plot where they're feeling on the mood meter, and that's helpful so that the teacher knows how the kids are feeling each day. If the kids aren't able to say exactly how they're feeling, they can use the mood meter and even just point to an area. It gives us a way to kind of get into difficult conversations sometimes by starting with the mood meter. And what's really neat about it is Ruler provided us with posters to use, but after using them for a few years, some teachers have gone above and beyond with that and designed their own mood meters and had the kids fill those out. And I think another essential part of the SEL is having a morning meeting every day and then some sort of closing meeting. So we start the day with everybody checking in, seeing how they're feeling, or maybe there is some specific teaching at that time around feeling words, developing the kids' vocabulary. Maybe there's some problem solving going on about things that have been happening in the classroom. And then as a staff, we have professional development about once a month on SEL to continue to hone our practices and do some problem solving and collaboration. The biggest changes that I've noticed is that the kids are able to identify their emotions, and they've taken some of the practices from school home and told their parents about it. In my classroom, the kids have personal mood meters, so it's just like 4 index cards on a ring, so they can turn that to the right color to show which zone they're in, how they're feeling. And I've had some kids take that home and make one with their parents. I've also had, at the beginning of the year, we did a project where we designed the calming corner in our classroom. So some kids have gone home and worked with their family to set up a calming corner in their class and an area where they can go if they're getting overwhelmed, if they just need some space or a little time out. So I think it's helped them advocate for themselves and just be better at expressing their needs.